A Brahmin and his wife adopted a baby mongoose after its mother died. They found the tiny creature alone and helpless, and their hearts went out to it. The Brahmin, a kind-hearted man, believed that every living being deserved love and care. His wife, though initially hesitant, agreed to take the mongoose in, hoping it would grow to be a loyal companion. They raised the mongoose lovingly alongside their son, but the wife always stayed cautious. She couldn't shake off the feeling that, despite their best efforts, the mongoose was still a wild animal at heart. She watched over her son and the mongoose with a vigilant eye, always ready to intervene if necessary. The mongoose, however, grew up to be gentle and playful, forming a strong bond with the baby. The mongoose is still an animal, she thought. Her mind was filled with stories of wild animals turning on their human companions. She couldn't help but worry about the safety of her child. Every time the mongoose played too roughly or showed its sharp teeth, her heart would skip a beat. She often found herself torn between her love for the mongoose and her protective instincts as a mother. One day, she left to fetch water, asking her husband to watch their son. She reminded him to keep a close eye on the baby and the mongoose, her voice tinged with concern. The Brahmin, however, was confident in the mongoose's loyalty and assured her that everything would be fine. She left reluctantly, her mind still clouded with worry, but the careless Brahmin left, leaving the baby and mongoose alone. He was called away by a neighbor and in his haste forgot his wife's warning. The baby and the mongoose were left in the house, unaware of the danger that was about to unfold. The mongoose, ever vigilant, stayed close to the baby, sensing that something was amiss. While they were alone, a snake entered the house, heading for the baby. The snake, drawn by the warmth and scent of the child, slithered silently across the floor. The mongoose, with its keen senses, detected the intruder immediately. It positioned itself between the snake and the baby, ready to defend its little brother at all costs. The brave mongoose fought fiercely, killing the snake to save his little brother. The battle was intense, with the mongoose using its agility and sharp teeth to outmaneuver the snake. Despite the danger, the mongoose never wavered, driven by its instinct to protect the baby. After a fierce struggle, the mongoose emerged victorious, the lifeless body of the snake lying on the floor. Excited to show his bravery, the mongoose waited for the wife. It sat by the door, its fur matted with blood, eager to share its triumph. The mongoose had no way of knowing that its appearance would be misunderstood. It only wanted to be praised for its bravery and loyalty. As the wife approached the house, the mongoose's heart swelled with pride, anticipating her approval. But when she saw him covered in blood, she assumed the worst. Her heart sank, and her mind raced with fear and anger. She couldn't see the dead snake or the safe baby from where she stood. All she saw was the blood on the mongoose's fur, and she jumped to the conclusion that her worst fears had come true. Her protective instincts took over, and she acted without thinking. Without thinking, she threw her pitcher at the mongoose, injuring him badly. The heavy pitcher struck the mongoose with a sickening thud, and it yelped in pain. The wife, blinded by her emotions, didn't realize the gravity of her actions until it was too late. The mongoose lay on the ground, injured and confused, unable to understand why it was being punished for its bravery. She ran inside and was shocked to find her baby safe, and the snake dead. The sight of the lifeless snake and her unharmed child brought her to her knees. She realized the terrible mistake she had made. The mongoose had not harmed her baby, it had saved him. The guilt and regret washed over her as she understood the true extent of her actions. Heartbroken, she realized her mistake. She cradled the injured mongoose in her arms, tears streaming down her face. The mongoose, despite its pain, licked her hand, showing its forgiveness. The wife vowed to never let her fears cloud her judgment again. She had learned a harsh lesson about the consequences of acting in haste and the importance of trust. Her brave mongoose had saved her son. The family gathered around the injured mongoose, grateful for its bravery and loyalty. They nursed it back to health, showering it with love and care. The mongoose, despite its ordeal, remained a loyal and protective member of the family. The incident brought the family closer together, and they never forgot the lesson they had learned. The wise say, "Think hard and never act in haste." This tale of misunderstanding and bravery serves as a timeless reminder of the importance of trust, patience, and careful consideration. It teaches us that our fears and assumptions can lead to regrettable actions, and that true courage often lies in understanding and compassion. The story of the brave mongoose and the Brahmin family continues to be told, inspiring generations to think before they act and to value the bonds of trust and loyalty.